You're watching the Coast to Coast Sports Show.
You went there to coach in Calgary first initially, right? Because you were in New York. When you left the Giants, what did you do? Did you come to Calgary after the Giants?
Was it Indianapolis? I thought it was Indianapolis.
After my NFL stuff.
Yes.
Well, how I got to the NFL was via arena football. All right.
Okay.
That got up to Coach Damon a
I
little
didn't even
bit.
know you did that.
Oh yeah. I did that because there's an opportunity to become a head coach. And
Was Ricky Foggy your quarterback?
Who?
Ricky Foggy.
Quarterback in the arena?
Say the name again, Damon.
Ricky Foggy.
Ricky Foggy your quarterback in the arena?
Oh yeah. Oh, what a fun.
Right. I know, fall dog.
Yeah. So anyway, I did that for 2 years, and I'm sitting in my office, and I get a phone call from Chris Palmer, who just got the head coaching job in Cleveland, and he asked I could come out for an interview, and then Chris hired me to be a quarterback coach for the Cleveland Browns. That's how I got into the NFL.
I was wondering how that happened.
How Chris knew about me was Chris coached in Montreal for a year or two. And so he always followed the Canadian Football League a little bit once he went down to the NFL. So, very fortunate. I had a very nomadic NFL coaching career, but got an opportunity to learn from a lot of great coaches. Had a great opportunity of being able to coach a lot of great quarterbacks. So, again, I was very pleased I didn't screw them up. And then I had got this opportunity to come to Calgary to be a head coach again, head coach, general manager. So that's my story. I loved every minute of it. It's been a journey, and like all of us, it's so pleasing to be able to be part of something that you really enjoy doing. You really enjoy getting your butt out of bed because you got to go get ready to play, get ready to win.
It's amazing.
I can't wait to hear.
It's amazing how this sport is so connected, the guys you guys have talked about, Tommy Clements being a good friend of yours, John. He was my quarterback coach my last 2 years in the NFL when I was in Kansas.
Wow.
And then you talk about Chris Palmer. Chris Palmer was our receiver coach when I was in Houston when we were running the run and shoot. He was a very, very good coach. Could have been our offensive coordinator. I had Kevin Gilbride was our offensive coordinator, but the two of them worked very well together.
Oh, it does, man. It's a small world when you look at it. I mean, it's just us three different generations, but at the same time, we work with the same people. And, I mean, down the road, to be telling, I might meet Chris, and down the road might be someone else, and before you know, it's like, yeah. But no,
I was hoping this turned out to be like this because I want to kind of like a generational conversation more than somebody on the same level, just to see what it looks like and how different it's become, or better or worse, whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna let you express yours, Damon, and I'm gonna let y'all go on from there.
For me, it's growing up in the Allen household. Parents always taught me to give back to community, and so that's always been an essence, a part of me and who I am. And so even though we were always taught that the sports that you play is the vehicle. And so, yes, without football opened the doors and opportunities for me to present, but I never once ever wanted to think that, football is all I am, more. When you start to understand that and you put your priorities in perspective, then you realize that you're a father, you're a friend, it's a variety of different roles you have to play. And so I knew football was always a vehicle, but it will open doors for the things that you want to do and impact. And so I always had, like Warren, had that entrepreneurial spirit. And so when I finished playing the game, knowing I was ambassador for our league and some of the teams that I played for, but I started the Damon Allen Quarterback Academy. Through that, we have a football program that we're running now with another friend of mine, the Matrix. And then from there, I think deep down, you have that ability or that desire in a sense to be a coach. And so you stay on top of the game. So I've never, I still, to this day, since I retired, I watch every football game that's being played and watch it. And now you're coaching quarterbacks and you're really becoming and learning more details of the position. And so I think, coming into with COVID situations, so charity has always been a big component of who I am. Giving back to community has always been a big component that I am, who I am. And then now I think I'm making the necessary steps because of COVID and what's going on, and really get to look at what you want to do. And so this off season, I'm actually going to go into the Bill Walsh Diversity Coaching Fellowship this year. And experience that, and really looking to the experience in that, and having the ability to go to a training camp in the National Football League, because I think deep down I've always wanted to be a coach. I've always dabbled into it and still continue to learn, but I think I'm in that direction now that I want to go through that program and see where it takes me from there.
Hey, Huffer, I thought Damon should have been a coach a long time ago, man. He should have got opportunity. He only played in the league for like 40 years, man. You thought he could remember something like, So, but really, there should have been some opportunities over him. Like, I just don't understand that. I mean, shoot. I mean,
sometimes it's timing, right? It's timing, and maybe it was a situation. When you retire, you have to get into it right away, and some people believe that I took some time off, and too much time off to really know that if anyone realized that you wanted to be a coach. And so I think it's a different the way you look at it, because when I won the MOP at 41, 42 years old, and everybody asked me, well, you could have won in your prime. I said, well, there was many opportunities, but when I did win it, I mean, that really confirmed what I was doing in my prime and how competitive I was when I was able to win it at 41 and 42 years old, being the best player in the league. And so the timing is everything to me as well. So
I tell you what, if you played 23 years and you still wait for another 23 years to catch up with that time, then that's crazy, because I thought it should have been happening right away when you retired.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, there's politics and everything that you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, make the realness be real.
Right. There's politics, but at the same time, that doesn't discourage me, right? I still move on because I still have a desire to do the things that I want to do. So,
we have a desire to seek certain things, and sometimes that do take time, and that's called destiny. But destiny requires that we continue to fight.
Just like Warren, sometimes they don't take you serious in Canada until you go and get a coaching job, and then then doors open. So
I would have asked a question like that too as well. I said, would y'all regret, any one of y'all, and y'all know the answer is already going to be no, do you regret about anything that you did pertaining to this game, or would you do it over again? And the question would always be, yes, I would do it again. I mean, shucks. I mean, I'm my story sounds like a complete lie. I never played football until I went to college. And then when I went out the team, I got cut. Now, who does that?
Over there at TSU.
Yeah, Texas University, boy. But, man, I'm thank y'all for getting on. We could have stayed and we expressed some more stuff, though, but I'm just glad I got a chance to hang out with you guys, especially focusing on John Hufnegle now being a member of the Hall of Fame. And I just think that's so grateful, because we don't go into the game playing get into a Hall of Fame. We just go to win, because we know that even if you go, it represents us as being an individual person, but it's always been a team effort when somebody goes in an organization like that. But I'll be y'all teammates forever. I mean, I know all of y'all personally, and I'm just really thankful for that, because we weren't teammates at times. Me and John was a teammate at times, but I have relationships with people over and over again. I'm thankful for relationships. And this has been like many, many times that, I've been in positions that I never thought would actually happen. but especially expressing the love that I have for all of y'all, because y'all know how I feel about y'all. I can't stand Warren though. He be joining them people at times. But he has an incredible family that I still know about now. As a matter of fact, your daughters are like Instagram buddies with me and this and that. So I regularly see.
Oh, really?
what y'all
Okay.
do. You know, so I love them immensely, but I don't see them physically. But I get a chance to see y'all physically now.
So
Damon is the person that I talk to the most.
Where's everybody living right now?
Yeah. I'm in Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta for the last 24 years.
You're in Atlanta? Okay.
Yeah, when Damon left, I decided to come because Damon was here in Atlanta first.
Damon, are you back up in Canada?
Yes, I'm in Toronto now. I'm in Toronto, and like I said, over the New Year's, and I think the program you have to applies in March, and so I would like to go through that the Bill Walsh Diversity coaching program. So looking forward to that. But I'm in Toronto right now, and plugging away.
John, where are you?
Take a look at. Hey, hold up. Hufford, like he need a coach too as well. He was sitting up there thinking about it right there when he put his head on his shoulder. He was just thinking about you.
John, where are you living?
Yeah, I'm still in Calgary.
Okay.
Right, and see, I always kept Calgary my home base when I was involved in the Canadian Football League, whether I was playing for Saskatchewan or Winnipeg. Calgary was my home base. So when I left for the 10 years and I got an opportunity to come back to the Canadian Football League, the fact that it was Calgary made it that much sweeter.
Yeah. That was
cool.
a great idea you did that. You still up there by the mountains, right? Up the McLeod Trail?
But the stadium, McLeod Trail.
Yeah, no, where you live at. I think I know your house is if you go McLeod Trail and you go up there by the mountains, you can see up there where we should ride horses. But Calgary has changed a lot. I don't know if it looks the same.
Are you saying Calgary? Are you saying Calgary Trail?
Yes, Calgary.
But I live out in Cochrane now. You remember where that was, James? It's about 30 minutes north.
I know exactly what. That's another
new
house.
suburb. He lives in a new suburb.
That's a new house. Calgary is beautiful, man.
James only knew downtown where the clubs were. That's the only area he
got an apartment down there right around the corner.
Y'all crazy.
Hey, tell him to play the Wild Wild
Wild West.
Play the Wild Wild West song for me.
Oh, y'all crazy.
James used to go back up there for the Calgary Stampede just so he could put on his Wild Wild West outfit.
Hey, they named a bar after him.
They sure did.
That's right. Wild Wild West.
Dude, I was supposed to be able to respond to that quickly, but I couldn't get it.
No, it was really great that the CFL Alumni Association that's doing this. Talking to legends. Yeah, because I think
and they allowed me to do it. That's kind of cool. I never would have thought. There's a whole lot of things I never would have been, but I'm just very proud to be able to do this, man. Be able to just address you guys. Because sometimes people don't really want to tell. Y'all don't get a chance to tell y'all stories. You get inducted and then you say, "Oh, thank you," and blah blah blah. They give you 5 minutes to talk, and then that's pretty much it. But you don't tell the whole story. And I kind of want to pretty much present this as your whole story-ish thing, and I'll release it, and I'll let y'all all know about when it's going to be released, and then y'all can recognize what was said here. If y'all want to say anything else as we close out, man, y'all go right on the head. I just thank you. I love you guys immensely. Y'all already know that, man. Once you're afraid,
I do want to say, man, how incredible it is to. I mean, it's one thing. It's special to make it to a hall, but Moonshine, man, over there, he got 2 Hall of Fames in one sport. I mean, that's amazing to be able to do it in the National Football League. Do it in the Canadian Football League. I mean, that's unheard of, and that's what makes him special as well.
Well, I think the thing I like to say about the game itself, everybody loves game day. Everybody loves scoring touchdowns and the adulation. But the thing I miss most about the game is the relationships that you create during that time, whether it's teammates that you played with or guys like yourselves who I didn't necessarily play with, but have gotten to know over the years. And we have all these things in common because we went through a lot of the same type of downs, same type of battles, same type of adversity, all those different things. And that's something that nobody else can really identify with unless you've gone through what we've gone through as professional football players. So it's a special bond that we'll always have together. And it's something that I love about all the different places that I played with, all the different guys that I played with, those relationships last forever. And if you were able to play on championship teams, those bonds are even that much closer. Because I know when I get together with my Edmonton guys, it's like we never parted with each other. We still speak the same language.
Right.
It's amazing the connection that we still have with one another. So that's what I love about or miss most about the game is the relationships.
Yeah.
Right. And James, I really want to thank you for including me in this group session today. Warren, it's great seeing you.
John.
And kudos to your foundations.
Yeah.
I think that's great stuff.
Yes.
And that's what we should do when you have the opportunity. So, and Damon, best of luck into your coaching.
Thank you, buddy.
You're not going to get much sleep when you get in it, baby.
No. I hear the story. That's what I'm saying. I always want to ask guys, I don't want to hear the good things. I want to hear the challenging things. But, yes, absolutely.
It's going to be a little easier for Damon.
A lot of it has to do with who you work for. Some coaches that
absolutely
they want you to work all night, and then there's other coaches that want you to be home and be with your family at a certain time.
Right.
So you just got to pick. Really got to pick carefully who you work for.
Sure,
absolutely. I know what you mean. Well, you get one of them coaches at a gym rat. They live at the facility.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to leave the house because they don't want to leave the office because the head coach is still here. So it's like, okay, I did my work.
Right.
And that's a hidden blessing and beauty of the Canadian.
That's right.
Is that you can only have the players for 4.5 hours, right?
Right.
So you get more opportunity to be home with your family for dinner. You get more opportunity to see your kids play their sports. You're going to miss, but you're not missing it. Like thankfully, when I was in the NFL, my kids were grown. That's just all I'm going to say.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, my kids are grown too, so
Right. First of all, let me express this. Damon, you know how much I care about you. You've been my buddy for like the longest. I mean, since the day I met you, we've been friends, and we haven't missed a season when we have talked. That's incredible because we never played against each other because everybody know our relationship in terms of us together. So we've been very fortunate enough to come to the last 4 Grey Cups together, at least maybe 5 for you. But for you, Warren, you're the best player I ever played against, man. I just, it was a competition thing for us to even get a chance to touch you when you was playing the game because your offensive line was good. They really were. And when I told you I sacked you that particular time, you don't know, I felt like I had won the Grey Cup game. When I sacked you, you looked at me like, dude, like, what's up? I thought that was funny. But anyway, I'll never forget that. And for you, Huff, and not only you or my teammate, man, I just think you're doing an amazing job there in Calgary. For anybody that's playing ahead of time where they want to finish at, I don't think everybody prepares for that when the game is over with. And you left a home there, and you wind up being there. That's very beneficial to you. So I just thank y'all all, man. I just love y'all immensely.
It just made my day.